How odd is it that it is two of you guys in the band? I mean, are you gonna expand beyond this? I mean, are you gonna put bagpipes underneath your arms and like the cymbals in between your knees?
That's a good idea, actually. That's interesting to me, rather than getting a bass player. That would be cool.
Never. But this is the band. This is how it's gonna be.
This is it.
And then when you guys jump on stage and at the Masquerade, there's not going to be any other musicians. I mean, it's just you.
Just a little kazoo player.
A little kazoo player and orange 9mm as well. So what are the advantages of being? Do you even think about this, or is this? I mean, this is just such a shocking.
More
thing
money.
More money.
More beer.
More beer on the tour bus.
More chicks.
More chicks. There we go.
More guys.
For Scott.
We have to send a special message.
Gavin, this one's for you.
Hey, what's the deal between you guys and Gavin? We were talking about this. I was playing Spiderwebs when you guys walked in, and I said, "Wow, did you hear about that?"
A fine
news?"
song.
No doubt, Spiderwebs.
That is a great song.
And I said, "Wow, isn't that pretty wild?"
No.
Like Gwen Stefani dating
You want
Gavin.
to talk about Nirvana? Let's talk about anyway. That's
Now you're bitter about the Nirvana compliment. I thought the guy just thought, hey, maybe that's like a weird B-side that I never heard, and he just heard the guitars a little bit. I mean, you guys are obviously not a rip-off of Nirvana.
we love Nirvana. Nirvana's great.
Yeah.
There you go.
I can't wait for the new record.
There's not going to be a new record.
Oh, that's what you say, man. That's what you say.
that's
I'm going
true.
to keep believing.
That's where they're going to keep putting out more and more stuff with that name on it. So what do you guys want to talk about? I mean, you guys are from Zion,
Let's talk
Illinois.
about you, man. You're from Naperville.
I'm from Naperville, Illinois, right.
So
Something your listeners may not know is that everybody from the West Coast and from the South is actually from Illinois.
It's crazy.
Everything's out of
Yeah,
Chicago.
Everyone's from Illinois. What's up there?
I don't know. But Zion, Illinois, what were you saying? That's near Waukegan, so that's a little bit northwest?
It's right on the border of Illinois and Wisconsin.
Because with the Braves game tonight, I was thinking, I wasn't sure if it was one of the southeastern cities or southwestern cities actually in Illinois, and you might be a St. Louis Cardinals fan. I didn't know what you felt about baseball. What are your feelings about the baseball the series going on right now?
Scott's really
Let me tell you my
involved with
feelings. Here we go. Ready?
Mm-hmm. There are none.
I have no feelings about baseball.
It could affect you a little bit, you think?
Oh, why? Because
Tonight?
Yeah, because
who's that
music
little
fans
chump?
may not want to come to see a rock show. They might rather go see a.
Or sit at
Basketball.
home and watch...
Or is it
no, it's
baseball?
baseball. So
Oh.
we're in baseball season
Basketball
right now.
That's
is
true.
monthly.
That might happen, and if that's going to happen, you know, that's what VCRs are invented for. Tape the damn game. Come out to see some rock.
That's right. Live rock and roll tonight at the Masquerade. Orange 9mm, local H. No shift. No
shift.
No shift. Well, hang on a second. I've got to go to the bathroom really quick, and then you guys have instruments, and I
No
want to ask you a
shift?
couple more questions. No shift.
No shift, man.
The studio's with Local H, and this is their second CD, As Good as Dead.
Yeah.
And you guys have been
It's
traveling
true.
around. This was released back in April, I believe. So you guys have been traveling around, seen a lot of things, met a lot of interesting people. What's the wildest thing that's happening so far?
We've seen the wildest thing.
Let's see. I
Wildest
guess
thing.
I should say Marilyn Manson was at our show in Milwaukee. That's probably the wildest.
That was kind of wild, playing Bomb for the Floor and looking out and seeing some dude with two different colored eyes looking at you. That was pretty weird.
He was in character, even going out and checking out other music.
Yeah, you know what was even weirder was talking to him and having this weird...
Finding out that he isn't weird.
Yeah, just having... I don't know what was weirder was, you know, it's just like he acted like a normal person, which was weird to me.
So we
You know what I
see
mean?
it's a money-making scam.
I knew somebody that used to work there.
I don't believe he actually believes in Satan. I don't think he does.
I love that line. Remember the Beatles proclaimed they were bigger than Jesus, and Marilyn Manson now has proclaimed that they're bigger than Satan.
Oh, well, that's, you know, that's great.
Prophetic for Mr. Marilyn.
That's terrific.
You guys have the instruments, so you're welcome to play another song. I would love for you guys to play another song.
We could play this song called Eddie Vedder, but can I say the... Oh, we've already gone through this. I can't say the S word, can I?
You can say shift,
I'll say shift.
as in the band that was supposed to be playing
All
tonight at
right,
the Masquerade.
this goes out to shift, since they're not going to be here.
All right, Local H on 99X.
sacrifice, cauterize the best, failing your litmus test. I know it's dumb to say, turnabout's fair play. Always knew that you suffering a fool. You go ahead, as good as dead. You go ahead, as good as dead. You go ahead, as good as dead. As good as dead. You can go ahead. Okay, I understand, but I don't wanna be a friend. I don't need another friend. I've got too many friends. If I was Eddie Vedder, would you like me any better? That's it, I quit, I don't give a shit. You go ahead, as good as dead. 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 Coming to a head, you're as good as dead. You're as good as dead. You're as good as dead. That's it, I quit, I don't give a shit. You go ahead, as good as dead. You go ahead, as good as dead. You go ahead, as good as dead. You go ahead. You go ahead, as good as dead. You go ahead, as good as dead. You go ahead, as good as dead. Coming to a head, you're as good as dead.
Ow! Local H live in the 99X studios. As good as dead.
We appreciate your applause. It warms our cockles.
Your cockles will be warm tonight at the Masquerade. Hi out there. Any fan of like a true fan of really good music, Local H, Orange 9mm. You know, a baseball game's not going to get in the way. It's going to be a great time out there tonight. I'm sure there's still a couple of tickets left at the door. The Masquerade box office, that's where you get them.
We'll sell hot dogs.
You'll sell hot dogs.
We'll sell hot dogs, and there'll be lots of beer. So, you know, I mean, it'll feel like we're there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, what Scott said. That's what I like about you guys. No BS, just straight ahead. Nothing. It's all stripped down and straight ahead, rock and roll.
That's right.
We're all
And we'll even bring the twisty fries.
Illinois boys.
I love twisty fries.
You guys like
They
bratwurst?
Do I like
No.
bratwurst?
That would be no.
Oh, okay.
I like a good Polish sausage.
We might get you a pulley sausage tonight at the Masquerade.
Well, I hope so, but you know what? You probably don't know how to make Polish sausage out here.
I've never seen one down here.
You don't know what you're missing, man.
I think we better go before we break something, but I really appreciate you, Scott and Joe, you guys for stopping by at Local H. The
thanks,
second CD
Thanks.
is As Good as Dead.
The cops are here.
Those were two really cool songs. Yeah, there's this big red light going out because one of the hotlines is ringing. You
They're
did
all
say
ringing,
you did
dude.
say
1, 2,
you
3.
did say shift, didn't you, with an F?
I totally said shift.